Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our playthrough of Gallop Racer 06. We are back after our victory in Dubai. And I thought, hey, my horse at star status, it's time to start ramping up what we can accomplish. I bred the horse for these kind of races, the long distance turf races. Let's see what we can do. King Cup Spring, and then the Summer GP. And I was looking for another race, maybe in the middle, a longer distance race, and I couldn't really find one. So we're going to knock out these two races, and it's going to tell us a lot about our horse, because we're getting close to the apex, I guess you would say, of the talent of this horse. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And I should have tempered my own expectations because it was just 4 stars. Here we're not the favorite, and so we're going to get a bet in here. I don't know about anybody else, but it's snowing outside right now. It is snowing. And it's going to snow until 10 p.m. It's 1:24 p.m. now. It's going to snow until 10 p.m. when I'm recording this, so that's pretty crazy. All right, we're in San Francisco, 16 furlongs on the turf. We hold the course record with another horse, and we are the 3rd favorite in this race. We're on the rail, which is where I like to be. Sexy Pageant is the favorite. And that is the field right there.
The horses are on the track. Go!
Perfect start.
That was a great
Beautiful.
start.
Someday I'm going to breed a medium range front running turf horse, and we'll have all the hijinks. Or even better, maybe a dirt horse. Alright, I felt really good about our place in the pack here. Probably do that great start. Overheating a little bit, gotta slow down. Oh, horse, don't try to run away with me. It often makes me wonder, are these horses still on their start dash when they're going ahead like that? Especially when their heads are moving in a weird way. Like that horse in front, its head is moving side to side. And that just looks weird. Like he's looking over here. And now he's not doing it anymore. Alright, we're in the green, so I'm comfortable being this far forward. We do have the start of the red revolution. I don't think I got a single revolution with this horse. And I think that's probably a rare occurrence for me. I'm usually pretty good at being able to get one revolution out of a horse somewhere. Alright, the 7 you can see on the indicator. To the right, the 7 is nosed in front of us for second place, but I don't want to be in first place, so I'm okay with that. We start to slow down a little bit here. It looks like 6 speeds up, 7 falls back with 5 furlongs left to go.
Hey, what are you doing?
And this pack behind us, very spread out. We're overheating again. I'm trying to slow down. It is clearly not working at all. The horse is not responding. It's not burning a bunch of green. And then as soon as we slow down, we go back to the blue, and then everybody blows by us.
Watch out.
So it was like, whatever, man. So we just go to the whip, and we chase down the 7 horse. No. We're caught by the 11. We're caught by the 8. We get our speed boost at the end, and we're still going to finish 4th. And that was my wake-up call right there, that even when things work out pretty well, this horse doesn't have the top skills to win. All right, so that evolved at least to explosive. So our stamina's up to 90. Our fierce is at 88. We only have 1 skill in the red, only have 1 skill in the blue. And we're just going to go on to the next race because the King Cup Spring didn't matter. The Summer GP matters for a horse title. So looking at that right there, we're going to get our bet in. And we're not the favorite in this race either. All right, we're going 11 furlongs on the turf in Toronto. And here's a look at the field. Sexy Pageant is again the favorite. And Joby Freeze in this race too. We're racing a lot of the same horses.
The horses are on the track.
So I'm not thinking I'm going to do well.
And they're
Not
off.
as good as last time, but that's all right. We've fallen to the back of the pack. And I tried to speed up and I'm already overheating. So I know this horse isn't supposed to run this far back, but if your only other option is overheating at the beginning of the race, then I really don't know what I can do to improve my position at this point without putting the finish of the race at jeopardy. And that's something that bothered me about this horse. It's like I'm attempting to ride it the way it's supposed to be ridden, and it starts overheating immediately. So it's just like, that's one of the things that felt off to me about this horse. So we're just going to do what we can to improve our track position. But the fact that we're in the very back and we're trying not to overheat whenever we speed up is really frustrating to me. We're going to cut to the inside here and go to the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
And I probably whipped too late.
Show your
And why
guts.
is it that I would get a
An
blocking
amazing
penalty?
burst of speed.
Oh boy, the controller got sticky there.
Oh, clear.
All right, our horse is angry at us for whipping it too much.
Finish.
And we finish in 10th place, 11th place. So we'll probably retry that one. But to be frank, I wouldn't expect any better results. Yeah, it's just pretty clear to me that after these 2 races that the horse isn't good enough right now to take care of
The
business
horses are on the track.
in the way that we want it to.
And they're off.
All right, so we're going to move over to the rail. It doesn't look like there's any rough here, so we're just going to stay on the rail and at least save some ground that way. And again, I tried to speed up and we'd start overheating. I'm literally just trying to match the arrow to get to the right running position for the horse. And we finally are able to get into that position. And now we're like, hey, I don't need to be in the front. So yeah,
They're midway
this
down
must
the
be a
back
slow
stretch.
pace if I'm in the front. We'll just play it as it comes. Whatever happens, happens. Alright, and now everybody decided to blow by me. We're not going to get the revolutions, although we got the second and third parts of it. Albeit out of place. That horse tried to cut me off. Again, I can't file an objection against another jockey, but they can file them against me. That makes sense to you. We went to the whip. We're going to get explosive to trigger. I think we still finished third. And that just showed me right there that we don't have it, what it takes to win. Even though we ran a really good race. Despite the position grade. We had 3 SS's in there in the jockey grading, so I think we ran it about as good as we could have, all things considered. All right, we might try the King and Empress. I might try to get those titles with this horse, but at this point I'm like, is it even good enough to win the ones that are part of the Gallop World Series? And I don't think it is. There's the Empress Mile. We need a 5-star horse to compete in these races, and this isn't it. So eventually, after scrolling through all the races, I'm going to select some of the King and Empress races to try to win. I think it's the Empress title of some sort. But first we're going to do the Dublin Long. And we're not even going to do the World Cup. We're going to do the Paris Royal Stakes. Oh, a new game is downloading on my Xbox. And we signed up for the Winter GP. All right, I'll let you know the secret. If you haven't played any of the Metro games, they're all on sale today and maybe tomorrow and maybe a couple other days. I think it's $5.99 for all 3 games. Metro Last Light Redux, Metro Redux, Metro Last Light Redux, and Metro Exodus, and the 2 DLCs for Metro Exodus. Now I already have the first 2 Metro games. I was angry with Metro Exodus because I felt it was so against the plot line, but $5.99 for all 3 games in the DLCs is kind of hard to pass up. So just a note, if you're an Xbox player and you have that Xbox Live store and you want some entertaining RPGs or survivalish horror games, then Metro is on sale. All right, here we are in Dublin. It's a foggy day, and we're off. And it's raining too, it looks like. All right, and we're sinking into the mud, to the back of the pack. And now when we try to speed up, we're overheating. I just don't get it, you know. How is this horse supposed to be, you know, I guess someone might say, well, you're racing at grade 1. If you're racing at grade 2, you would be in the right pack position with this horse's speed. That's probably accurate. We're going against the best competition, and this horse doesn't have 5-star skills. It has 4-star skills. So we're just going to have to grin and bear it for the rest of these races here. I do not race the horse to the quote end of its career. So our video today is going to go just under an hour and 10 minutes. So we're about 15 minutes in about 5 seconds. So Just FYI, I may clip some of it if it proves a little too tedious. All right, we're back in the correct position, mostly because the horses behind us got tired. And I'd be willing to bet we have the best racing distance, 11 to 18 among all the horses in this race. That's just my opinion, but we're in the right place. We're on the rail. We're not going to get the revolutions.
They're in the home stretch.
We've just got to reel in the 6. Look at the 5 coming up. I was like, is everybody slowing down? No, the 5 was speeding up. All right, we're on the reins. We're going to go to the whip again. Can we get our special abilities to trigger? Yes. Is it going to be enough? Yes.
Where are they heading?
Seeing races like this make me think this horse does have it.
We have
They
a
make
winner.
me think that.
You've reached the horse title.
All right, we won a horse title long champ. I think that's 5 races, a grade 1 special, 12.5 furlongs or longer. We will take home the purse from the Dublin Long Stakes. All right, still at star status. We'll go to the next race. The Parish Royal Stakes, 15.5 furlongs on the turf in the rain. Muddy and yielding course. We'll get our bet in. Just 5.9 to 1. We are the favorite 1 to 1 to win this race. Or pardon me, 1.1 to 1 to win this race. While you're looking at the fields, I gotta admit this track layout confused me for a second. I was like, is there an underpass in this thing? I had to check the snow. The snow is still coming
Horses
down.
are on the track.
All right. Not a great start. Not terrible.
Go!
Doing a little maneuvering. I decided with this race I better stay at the outside, even though my horse wants to overheat. I don't know, if anybody's ever been to Dublin to this race course, are the stands really that far away from the horses? That seems kind of wild. Although I know they race huge fields, like 15, 20 horses, 25 horses in some of their turf races, so they just seemed really far away, that's all. All right, we got about 8 furlongs left. And we're past the halfway point of the race. No chance for a revolution. We're in the correct pack positioning. I feel pretty confident about what's going on right now. Building that green meter, which admittedly is kind of tough to do with this horse at some certain points.
5 furlongs to go.
No revolution. And I'm trying to speed up a little bit because I feel myself falling back. And I tried to go over to the rail. I got blocked.
Watch
So we're
out.
going to speed up and I'm going to
They're
bump
in the
him
home
and go to the
stretch.
rail. And go to the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
Did our strategy work? Maybe. All right, we nosed in front of the 5.
An amazing
We're
burst
pulling
of
away
speed.
from the 5. Nothing needed to trigger in that win. So, I mean, we were pulling away from the field at the end.
We have a winner.
That was a nice race.
Yes. Horse title.
All right,
earned.
long champ is in our pocket. All right, there we go. There's the superstar status. 88 speed, 85 staying, 92 stamina, 88 fierce, 85 feel, 83 tenacity. Our low skill, 59 in braking. So all in all, I think this is the best snapshot you're going to have of what... Well, let me amend that. I think there's still more Apex left to obtain. I think the skills do go a little bit higher. But that's why I think it's going to be a good breeding horse, because it's a good foundation. You know, when you breed a 4-star to a 4-star, the chances of getting those 5-star skills, I think, are a lot higher if you weren't starting with a 5-star to begin with. All right, here in the Winter GP, I think we've won one of these GP races so far. Remember, you need 6 to win the horse title, and we have 3 attempts and 1 victory. So this will be our 4th attempt. Now, if I win this one, then I can presume that in our 5th year, I'll win the both, and that'll be 4. And then maybe in the 6th year, I'll win the both, and that'll be 6. So that's really the only chance for us to get this horse title. Literally what I bred the horse for. So if we don't win this race,
The horses are on the track.
I don't know. And if we win it and we lose in the spring, again, or the summer GP, pardon me, I'm going to have some tough decisions to make. All right, great start.
Watch out.
I just bumped that horse, let him know I'm there. See, in America, the stands, you can actually see the horses when they go by with your eyes instead of needing a telescope. All right, there's a rough on this track. Well, that's not great. I didn't intend to be in the lead, but we are. Albeit briefly. All right, 5.5 furlongs left. We're kind of in the middle of the pack. I can't go to the inside because they're rough. I don't necessarily want to go to the outside, but I'd be trapped in the middle of these horses. We're overheating a little bit there. I've grown used to that, but I can't say I've enjoyed it. And now we're starting to fall back, so we're going to try to speed up without overheating, and we're still falling back. We're going to go to the whip once we get into a clear part of the track.
Show your guts.
And we're in 3rd place.
Don't give up now.
Grit triggers. And we're still in 3rd place. And then explosive kicks in, and we do win the Winter Grand Prix.
We have a
And
winner.
you could not have been higher than I was right now. I'm like, we just won 2 long races in Europe, and we come back and win the Winter GP. Both skills trigger. This is going to be great. We're going to get that horse title. All right, Gallup World Series. We did not register anywhere in the Gallup World Series. We are the best 4-year-old mare, 300 Gs. And we are fully ensconced as an SS level horse, approaching the apex of our skills. All right, I know there's a long race somewhere here in January. Or maybe it's February. Or maybe it's April. King Cup Spring. We're just going to go for the King Cup Spring. I probably missed another race. We're going to go for the King Cup Spring, then we're going to go for the Summer GB. All right. Yeah, I believe I missed one of the King and Empress races before this. See some familiar faces on the tote board. Saw Joe Be Free in there. All right, we are the favorite, as well as we should be. And again, 16 furlongs on the turf in San Francisco, trying to beat the course record of Inscribe. There's Joe Be Free doing a weird thing with his head. And there's our horse. Huh, no sexy pageant.
All horses are on the track.
Interesting. Pretty good start.
Go!
We are going to weave our way through to get to the rail. We're behind the one horse. That's okay. We're overheating a little bit. And again, please slow down. Please slow down. Definitely don't want to run away. With 12 furlongs left in the race. All right, 9 furlongs left to go, coming around the turn. We're not in a perfect position, but I think we're in a pretty good one. Maybe a little bit farther back than I want to be. I would say this is more the third position rather than the second one. All right, and now we're getting passed by everybody.
They're midway down the back stretch.
Four furlongs remaining. And speeding up. As the horses next to us are speeding up. Now I'm trapped at the rail.
They're in the
I was
home
trying to cut
stretch.
to the inside here, and that isn't going to work. And I'm way behind on my whip.
An amazing
And
burst
quite
of speed.
frankly, every minute in the final stretch you spend maneuvering means you're not going forward, and we are not going to win. And I agree with the criticisms. We were overpaced and we were very late to the whip. So we are going to do a replay. And try not to repeat those
horses are on the
mistakes.
track. Go!
Alright, we're overheating again. When we went to the rail, we're really overheating. Please stop doing that. First time past the grandstand. Again, I felt pretty good about where we're at right now, aside from the overheating. Pack is still mostly behind us. As we pass under the 8 furlong mark, things are about as good as they're going to look. Green meter is still building, and I say that and it comes to complete halt. Does slowing down help? No, it does not.
They're midway down the back stretch.
So, yeah, I don't know, I don't have high hopes. The green meter stopped way too early. So I'm not, I hate to say it, I don't have hopeful thoughts here. We're in the right position wise, got a clear run to the end.
They're in the home stretch.
Go to the whip at the right time.
Show
Go
your
right to the
guts.
front. But look how quickly our green meter is running out. A little whip there, I think we have done it. Alright, that was important, because if we had
have a
lost that,
winner.
we would have been screwed.
You've reached the horse
Alright,
title
G1
race.
Hunter, finally. As a reminder, that's 5 grade 1 wins in a row. Finally getting that unlocked. Alright, speed at 90, but I think we're on the downslope. Stamina at 94. This picture is the apex of this horse's skills, and that's what we're going to expect in the breeding shed from this horse. Alright, we're the favorite part of me in the summer GP. It is raining. I guess the surface is listed as good. You know, if we win this, we're on the right track. If we lose this, then pretty much we don't have any chance of winning 6 total summer and winter GP. All right, Joe Be Free again in this race.
The horses are on
But the
track.
battle is right here on the rail between the 1 horse and the 2 horse.
And they're off. That was a great start.
And the 1 horse gets off to a huge lead. Alright, we're just trying to stay within striking distance of the one. Although we're starting to fall back, or everyone else is starting to speed up. But the one has a huge lead.
They're midway down the back stretch.
Alright, everybody else caught up. Okay, now we're slowing down for some reason. Please stop doing that. Speed up, horse. We're going to go to the whip at 2.5.
Furlongs to go.
Maybe a little early. And I cannot close this distance hardly at all. Explosive does trigger, and we may have finished second.
My goodness. They've
Third,
lost
pardon
their
me.
chance at that time.
So, yeah. We're going to retry. I really need to win this race.
The horses are on the track.
Pretty good start.
And they're off.
And pretty much the same thing that happened last time. Except there are other horses up front here with the one. And we're not second, we're kind of in the middle of the pack. And now we're overheating. But at least the one does not have an enormous lead this time. Yet. All right. 5 furlongs to go.
Midway down the back stretch.
We're in the right position on the track. We're not going to get the revolutions. Speed could be a little better. All right, I'm pretty hopeful.
2 furlongs to go.
Go to the whip.
Show your guts.
We're ahead of the one. We've got to run down the 9. I think we can do it. Grit triggers, explosive triggers, and we take the lead and win.
We have a winner. Yes, horse title earned.
And there is the G1 Hunter title in our pocket. All right, feeling pretty good. Speed at 91, stamina at 95. Pardon me, that's the best snapshot of this horse's abilities. Couple other skills just below 90. All right, now I decide to do this Empress title, I think it's called. Because I'm looking for the other races. There are 4 of them. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm going to race the double and long again. Maybe I changed my mind. Alright, maybe I don't. Never mind. I'm trying to get to the horse titles, I think. See, I don't need to race those races anymore now that I won the horse title. Yes, these are the titles that I need to go after now. And so I'm going to muddle around in here trying to find them. Make sure that I have enough refreshment time in between the races. There's the Empress Mile. And there's one in November, I think. Empress Stakes. And then the next one is in the spring. I'm going to dig around in here and basically not be able to find it for a little bit. But it's in, we just passed it. Anyway, that's our races for the rest of the year. King and Empress Cup, Leeds Oaks, Empress Mile Stakes, Empress Stakes, and the Winter GP. And if I get a clean sweep, we will be in the right place. There it is, Empress Complete. Empress Cup is the one we're missing. And it's in the spring. So I think we're going to go looking to see where it's at. All right, we are not the favorite in the King and Empress Cup. That doesn't bode well. The turf looks like it's graded as sloppy. That doesn't bode well. Going around 2 turns in London.
The horses are on the track. Go! That was a great start.
And we are wild right out of the gate. That is a bad sign. Trying to get to the rail. We do get to the rail. And we're in last place. So we're going to start speeding up. Hopefully without overheating. Alright. Hopefully without overheating a lot. I don't think there's room to get by that horse unless they move out a little bit. I guess we're hoping he moves out a little bit. Yeah, there's no room there. He is not letting us go by. I was hoping we could nudge him by moving back and forth and he would move one way or the other.
Go.
Oh boy. All right, everybody's speeding up.
They're in the home stretch.
We're gonna have to go right in between them here. To the whip we go. And we get like no response.
Show your guts. Don't give up now.
Grit triggers, explosive triggers.
Where are they headed?
Grit goes into a
Finish.
dominable spirit and the horse goes wild and we finish third. Too much whip. Yep. Oh boy. All right, let's go see if we can find that last King and Empress race. Maybe I can pick this one up next year. I think it's right around now. April, maybe. All right, maybe it's not in April. There it is, July. Oh, it is in April. Never mind. All right, so we'll enter that race. What do you say no for? All right, hopefully the rest of the calendar goes good. But it didn't. All right, we're the clear favorite here in the Leeds Oaks. I want to say Oaks might denote a fillies only race, so I think we're pretty much the favorite. All right, definitely haven't raced here before. Very long, narrow track, tight turn. It'll be interesting.
The horses are on the track. Go! Watch out!
All right, we finally made it to the rail. We are way behind the number 7, slowly moving our way up through the pack. We're in a good position right now.
Furlongs to go.
Under 5 furlongs left to go. Fell back a little bit more than I would like, but we've still got a clear path to the finish. Gonna start gradually speeding up a little bit. We're trying to. Except everybody's passing us. We're gonna go the whip.
Go. Show your guts.
We catch the 6 horse. I think we can.
An amazing burst of speed.
And we do.
We have a winner.
All right, track record in the Leeds Oaks. And we're out of energy. All right, we're just going to go on to our next race, the Empress Mile. Get that bet in. Longer odds don't give me a lot of hope. We are not the favorite. And it's a straight shot. That's a little interesting.
The horses are on the track. And away they go.
Oh boy, again and last. Overheating when I try to move up.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
All right, we go to the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
And this is a terrifying
Show
development.
your guts.
We are
Don't
falling
give up
out
now.
of the top place. Both special abilities trigger, and we don't really gain any ground whatsoever. Terrible. 7th place. Oh, I don't know, man. That, like, ruined this horse for me. Like, we were on track, and now we suck. So we're just gonna keep going. All right, back in San Francisco, 11 furlongs on the turf.
The horses are on the track. And they're off.
Not a bad start. Can't get into the rough, you know that. think we might have to go to the outside or wait till the end and then cut in on the rough. That's always risky if there's a horse that has the rough okay. They might just stay in the rough the entire time.
They're midway down the back stretch.
Dead last. We've got to start moving up right now. I think we're going to go to the inside. We've got to go to the whip right now.
They're in the home
we go into the
stretch.
rough as predicted. Some of these horses moved over.
An amazing
We're
burst
just
of
so
speed.
far behind, so
Show
much
your
ground to
guts.
make up. Special abilities trigger, we're going to finish second. I just let the horse get too far behind. So that one is on me. I think if we had ran a perfect race, we could have won that. All right, let's retry that one.
The horses are on the track.
Will a perfect start change
And they're off.
anything?
That was a great start.
Probably not. Probably not. Well, at least we're not dead last yet. You know, maybe I rode these races wrong. Maybe I should just stay to the outside. I certainly have the stamina to do that. You know, just run a longer race.
They're midway down the back stretch.
Oh, well, there we are, dead last. Speeding up the best I can. I should be going to the whip right now.
Oh, where are they?
I don't know what I did there to do that, but I whipped way too much. And
An
we don't
amazing
have any
burst of
chance,
speed.
really.
Oh, where are they headed?
Yep.
Finish!
The horse has rejected my guidance for whipping too much. All right, Winter GP. If we can salvage this race, then maybe there's something there. If we can't win this race, then I don't know what to say. Let's get our bet in. All right, there's a look at the
The
field. Our
horses are on
main
the trot.
rival is the colt next to us. So at least we'll know where he is.
Go!
Terrible start.
Oh, it's a late start.
I think we'd be looking at his hindquarters all day. We're already dead last. And overheating. Alright, first time in front of the grandstands. The only reason we're not last is another horse is behind us. They moved out of our way, so overheating
Midway down the back stretch.
while not really trying to do anything. Go to the whip,
Furlongs to go.
and this horse doesn't have a lot left.
An amazing burst of speed. Show your guts.
Not really gaining any ground. Gonna finish
where are
fourth.
they heading? Finish.
Yeah. Well, I'm a glutton for punishment, so we'll retry that one more time. I just keep thinking maybe there's something that I don't know about the game that would allow me to ride this horse better, a strategy or technique, and I just don't know what it is. But that being said, it's also entirely possible that
That was
plain
a
and simple,
great
our horse
start.
just doesn't have the skills to compete against these horses. 4 stars ability versus a 5-star ability, and I just don't want to believe that. And I don't know what my horse is doing here. It just ran away. And I am terrified that we're going to have absolutely nothing for the end of the race. Look at how far out in front this horse is. And what is my horse doing? Alright, this race is not going to... This is going to be ugly, folks. There's no green meter left. We're about to be passed by everybody with about 6 furlongs left. When I tried to speed up, my horse takes off. I'm like, screw it. Can I even catch up to the 4
Midway down
horse?
the back stretch.
Can I even catch him? Oh, we could get a revolution. Well, this will be entertaining. And I whipped at the wrong time, no revolution. And we get passed by just about, I'm trying to get in their way. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't intend for this to happen.
Finish.
But that's just the coup de grace for the career of Decoder Ring. All right, so Gallup World Series, we didn't get anything there. Best 4-year-old mare again, but I think I've seen enough. We're on the downslope, and this horse doesn't have it, so we're going to retire Decoder Ring. 28 races, 14 wins. So that kind of says it all right there. All right, let's go into the theme park and at least try to salvage our feelings by looking at the horse card and seeing if it'll be good in breeding, which I think it will be. It'll allow us to stepping stone maybe to the next level of skills and abilities. But that being said, I think the next horse I breed might be a dirt horse. I kind of need a little bit of a break from the turf right now. All right. Oh, that was tough. All right, into the breeding shed. There is Decoder Ring, 4,000 points to breed. And it's got evolved skills of explosive and indomitable spirit, speed, stamina, and feel. So that's about what I thought it would be. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.